The player trading model is fine. That in broad high level strategy, it's the players that are coming in that's the issue. I've got we buy 22, 23-year-old players, but buy them that they're already at a level. They're costing you 5, 6, 7 million, and I agree. Getting them on loan for a year and then having the deal all nicely done is perfect. But we don't live in a perfect world. We need a scouting and recruitment team that is picking up these players and willing to take and there is a risk. Every signing's a risk, but they need to be willing to identify them, check that they fit our model and the type of player we need for the team and the strategy and all the rest of it, and take a punt before a top five league team will do it. That if by the time look at Miovski's a really good example. He's a guy who's in our league, 24 years old, lead the line for his country, decent scoring record in our league, but Celtic fans in general turn their nose up, or they did prior to the last window. Now they'd have loved to have him, but they turn his nose up. Too expensive at 5-6 million quid. But now after the window and he scored against us, he scored against Rodgers. Oh, we should have paid the money. He's out of reach already. He will go to a top 5 league, probably Italy, and he'll go for probably 7, 6, 7, 8 million if Aberdeen, drive a decent bargain. So we need to be less fussy on which league they play in. And we need to be identifying them. And I'm not saying Miovski is a player that we desperately want or need, but he's the type of player where if he was what we were looking for, we need to be willing to pay the money. Not look at Kuhn. It took 3 weeks to get Kuhn in because we were quibbling over a 200 or 300 grand. Eventually got there. Just identify the target, work out the price, and pay the money. And if we're buying players at the right level, yes, we'll still make the odd mistake. But if the recruitment team is doing proper scouting, look at Lagerbielke. Like we've bought a player on the say-so of the agent who was selling him and took in a replacement. Nothing about his profile suits how we play. He hits long passes and he's slow. We need a defender who's quick and good short passing, and he's exactly the wrong profile. But we spent a bunch of money on him, and we've given him nearly 15 grand a week in wages, and we're trying to get him out the door, and he would have been out the door if not for CCV's injury. So for me, the biggest problem seems to be the recruitment team, and then obviously getting the board to release the cash.